Hey, this is trying to win a game of Biff Me, totally blindfolded, which I don't think anybody's done before. We're up against a captain AI. I tried DeathMarch, the hardest difficulty, but that was a bit too much. It was pretty close, but it was not enough, not enough. I need some more practice before we can get that. But yeah, obviously, I can't use my mouse so much, so it's all down to the shortcuts. It's all down to the shortcuts, and I'm making this now specifically because the newer version, the next version of Age of the Ring, is very close, and in that version, there's gonna be way better shortcuts. Nidhogg and Komogon have like gone through and changed every shortcut, so it'll hopefully be much easier to use. So, in other words, the hours and hours of practice I put into this will be gone to waste very, very soon. But it's still kind of fun. The main shortcuts we're using, obviously for the buildings, like the Hobbit Breland encampment is End, for instance. But the main shortcuts will be like H. H brings you back to the fortress, like I did there for all the buildings. So bringing you back to the fortress, and it means that, like I just did there again, it means that you have like a centralized place in the map. You're not just building wherever, like you know roughly where you are, even though what I just did there didn't wasn't exactly on target, but it was close enough. So yeah, I'm recording this after because this took like 45 attempts, and I didn't want to have to record every single one. But this is, yeah, I'm going through all the strategies and stuff. The other thing I just did then was going to the very bottom of the screen, which you can do even if you don't know specific points on the map. One point you do know is the very bottom is the corners of the map, because you just go as far as you can, right? And so yeah, that the corners and H for home act as kind of like base points. I don't know, so you can get your bearings a bit in your mind's eye. But yeah, what I'm doing, I haven't sent them in yet because they're just gonna die to the fortress, right? I learned this the hard way. So I'm getting a bit of a force, kind of like the AI does, and I'm waiting to send them in. I'm waiting until I get my first battering ram, because that's what's actually going to do the work. We need the battering rams at level 2 because they're the only ones that actually attack buildings like automatically. Our hobbits, like they'll attack towers, and even the fortress they attack that too, as well as units. But the farms and the barracks, they don't attack automatically. So we need our battering rams to do that for us. And yes, I'm using the corner technique right now. uh, I've gone a little to the left of the corner simply because in this map, the AI likes to build a farm a little bit above, like kind of above their base, and it gets attacked by wargs. So there's no point in me attacking it if the wargs are going to attack it anyway. So yeah, I may as well attack it slightly to the left. Now I've got the Breland round. Oh yeah, we're going right down the bottom and a little to the left. Attack move and send them all there. That's the way. An important thing is the sound in doing something like this. You absolutely need sound. All the voices and everything, even ambient sounds, although I don't think I use that too much. That would help too. You know if you're over a river, for instance. If you're over fighting. Yeah, that'll be good. Oh yeah, I've just used space just then. That's just for like convenience in watching. Pressing space takes you to the nearest thing that just happened. In that case, the nearest thing that just happened was seeing that enemy building. So pressing space took us right there. Very convenient. Also, they're getting 38 a tick. That's very impressive. But yeah, so now we have a fairly good force, but I'm guessing our enemy does too. You'll notice, I don't know why it's only towers and fortresses that our hobbits attack automatically, but they do. um, but yeah, they did. Okay, we took care of that nicely. You really need that brilliant ram like fairly quickly out. Otherwise, you just won't be able to get past the towers. What else do we need? Our force has been severely diminished. um, and at this point, I've only got 3 farms, so I don't really have to time making units because I just make them whenever I have the money, right? And in hindsight, I couldn't see this at the time. I can only see it watching it back. But we've got two. I don't know how we didn't take this on straight away. 2 Rams and a 3rd coming. I mean, we got this. That'd be it. Okay. They have used rebuild, but still, I mean, come on, it's not too bad. This is a Captain AI, and they are attacking us right now. They'll be attacking our furnaces. Furnaces have, whoa, come on, nice. It's not over yet, but that was pretty good. We got pretty lucky there. Our furnaces have a lot more health, but that's being changed in the next version. They won't be difference won't be as much. I don't know the exact details, but yeah, it will be a slightly difference. Oh, I'm going for a fourth farm because I'm worried I'm gonna lose that other one that's being attacked right now. My strategy there was to just kind of put it in the middle somewhere, and I did that by going like to the very end of the map, very corner, and then coming back up. At this point, they only have 2 resource buildings left. They have 2 builders, which I'm not too happy about. But yeah, we're still at the point of just spending whatever money we have, trying to get a balanced army that we can finish them off with. It looks like they only have 1 building. No way, did we take out a 2nd? Oh man, I guess we're gonna find out. How's that force? Judging by the minimap, even though... Okay, we don't have that many units. We need to... The goal would be to get a larger force like we did at the beginning. Take it all in one go so the units can kill the units and the battering rams can just do what they want to do. You got 4... The next... Okay, you have 4 battalions there. The next step in this build order is... Ah, man, you can either go another Breland encampment, or you can go for ranges, which at this stage of the game, you already got the fortress down. I'd start going for a Breland. Yeah, ranges. That's right, it was ranges. Okay, nice. Just because they're so tanky, those dwarves. There's not a lot that the Hobbit archers can do. They are very, very tanky. So hopefully, these archers... Oh, no. And I lost it. I forgot about this. I lost where the building was, and it's 600. So I think it's 600. It's very expensive anyway. I didn't want to lose it. But yeah, like I just clicked around furiously and eventually found it. Yeah, in the beginning, the aim when you build, when you're playing Blindfolded, is to click to build it and then not move your mouse at all. So eventually you can click on the building and then give it a number. Yeah, so I ended up getting a bit unlucky. I accidentally moved my mouse. Yeah, I think we have a sizable force right now. And a few battering rams to boot. They are rebuilding their fortress. Ah, far out. Man, I wish I'd known that. These are the kind of thing that I wouldn't even have known during the game. I mean, you might have guessed by the sounds you can hear and whatever else is going on, but not a chance. I mean, all I'm doing pretty much is just every now and then recruiting units and spamming R or S or whatever the button is until a unit comes out. Until I have the money, and then attack moving the corner of the map. There's not much to it. But yeah, they still have this one... Oh man, this one building left. The fortress goes down. And it's causing me a bit of strife. Just the units from that one building. That one looks like level 3 building. It's... Oh, they've got so much value out of that. That's awesome. We have more incoming, but this will get pretty close. I'm wondering if their rebuild is back yet. I'm really hoping it's not, because we've almost got it, right? It's saw it for a millisecond there. It was super 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 low. Keep on pressing space to get to where the action is, just so we can see it. But yeah, what I'm at the moment focusing on is just spamming those buttons to get more troops out. We've got one battalion of rangers out there. That's all. But other than that, yeah, it's all only on the way. Using PowerPoints is a bit out of the question, sadly. It would be okay to purchase them, like maybe if you get lucky. But using them is like, no way, I couldn't do that. No way can you press a tiny buttons on the very left-hand side of the screen. I couldn't do it. We killed a builder! We got him. So yeah, even though we can't use our PowerPoints, just the rushing them and getting battering rams out to kill their towers. Just having a balanced army. And luckily, dwarves, they don't go for cav right away. And we've kind of crippled their ability to get cav anyway. So we don't have to worry about that too much. I haven't seen yet if we did keep our other farm. That might explain why we're so low on money. But yeah, I'm just continually pressing space, pressing space, and then attack move. That's all I'm doing right now. But it looks like we might be able to finish it. We have heaps, if I'm being honest. In this case, space hasn't really gotten me anywhere interesting. But we're about to... This should be it. Come on. Let's do it. They have one tower. I haven't seen another builder. This should be it, if I'm being honest. Our rangers are to take out their dwarves, and the battering rams can do the rest. Just the two buildings left. I tried this against Woodland Realm. It was like okay at the very start, but they spam, man. Like they have a lot of cheap units. And they just get every kind of unit they possibly can. So at the start you feel like, yeah, this is possible. But then eventually, that was DeathMarch, by the way. Eventually they just spam and spam and you're just overwhelmed. And I lost very quickly. Yeah, this is... dwarves, their units are more expensive, so it's not so bad. So yeah, but you can take them out with the rangers. Give us somewhere interesting. That's more interesting. Oh, I wish I could see. I wish I could see what health it was on. Man, our units aren't doing anything. What are our units doing? They're not shooting. Okay, I've done attack move again. That should do the trick. And if I was a betting man, I'd say that we'd have it right here. Come on. Oh, I don't know. It'll be very close regardless. And, okay, I'll say 2 more hits. 1 more hit. It's still holding on. Hey, done it. Yeah, so it is possible. I really hope it's possible for DeathMarch, but as of yet, I'm still doing it versus Captain. It's not too hard. There's a few tricks you need to use and a few shortcuts you need to remember, but it's not too bad, I have to say. Yeah, who else could this work with? We need a faction with good battering rams. For starters, that's important. But yeah, who else should we do this with? It's not gonna lie, it's kind of fun. I'm gonna say. But yeah, I'll catch you around. That was awesome. I'll see you later.